sitting. I think we might be okay. All right, let's see. Let's start. Don't start. Pump it up more. Okay, so I did a tire on a Goodyear, and being that I was there, I asked them if they could do a PM on the truck because it was already due. And this is the problem sometimes when you go to these places, the technicians, you know, either they're new. So the kid that was working on the truck was pretty young and looked like he was, you know, new, because the other guy, the older gentleman was instructing him what to do. So I found myself with a couple of problems. I resolved it because I used to work with cars. If you haven't watched my videos before, I was a technician, automotive technician, so for years. So I wound up with this problem here. One, the filter that they put was wrong. This is the new filter. I don't know, they squeezed it. It's so pretty much the same. It's just a little bit different, but that little different makes it a, you know, I mean, you can see the thickness here. So the guy, that kid, I want to say kid, he squeezed it, he tightened it inside there. And it might be hard to see. I don't know if you guys gonna be able to notice, but inside there, you can see that it's all twisted, the rubber, like an O-ring. I think it's like, it looks like it's an O-ring, but it's so discombobulated, all squashed, because he must have jammed it inside there. And then, by him jamming it in there, this little tip, which is this here, because this has a little hole that you line it up and you put it inside here. Oh, here we go. So that broke. I had to actually, because he had squeezed it inside there so hard, I don't even know how he did it. I mean, I'm assuming he cranked the hell out of it in order to get it inside there. I had to grab this big channel lock in order to get it out, because it wouldn't come out for nothing. Usually this will come out like this. I'll show you. This will easily come out. When you finish, when you doing the job, it'll come out. But in this case, it didn't come out. The filter stood inside there. I had to use the big pliers, and it broke because obviously it's the wrong filter. It was working, but it's the wrong filter. So then I had to go inside there with a needle nose plier and take this out. This is the other filter. I don't know, it's a filter. I don't know if they got different names to them, but you can see here, he twists the hell out of all. I don't know what he did. I really don't know. But the good thing was I had everything, because I was gonna do it myself. This is the new one. I just gotta put everything back now. And I understand everybody starts somewhere, right? But stuff like this is what could screw you up, you know, when you're on the road. Fortunately, nothing happened. There was no leaks, nothing, because I actually did 49,000 miles with it. Let me just, before anything, I'll show you how this really is supposed to go. Usually you put it in there, you know, you look, because that little nipple there is gonna sit, which is, let's see, it's not sitting. Let's give it a try again, let's see. There we go. So that's how it goes. Just drops in there, quick, nice. And then you just twist it, you know, start bringing it in and you're good. And this one, the same thing. You knock it inside here, inside the cap. Make sure it's in there. Probably that's what happened with him. It was sideways, crooked. And he just started jamming in there. But you gotta make sure it's nice and, you know, flat, right? Bada boom, that's it. That's all it takes. I don't know. That's why us drivers sometimes we do run to these issues where the technicians, either they're new or they're in a rush. Who knows, right? Some of them, they just don't do the right job, and then we're the one that pay for all the damages or towing or whatever it is. Okay, here I just gotta pump this like, I want to say like 60 times or more. So like that, it fills up the fluid a little bit, so like if there's air in the system or something, that it'll bleed it out. I forgot to mention though, when you take this out, you drain it a little bit over here, so like that, when you take the filter out, everything don't come out. you know. So that all of that is already plugged up, you know, tightened. All I gotta do is pump this at least 100 times. 60 to 100. So we can make sure that it starts and there's no leaks. I've been doing this for a little while. I think we might be okay. All right. Now let's see. Let it start. I let it run for a little bit, make sure there's no air on it. All I got to do, guys, is change the water separator, which I also have. Do this, hopefully, you know, everything's good. And, you know, and I finished with everything I got to do. So let me show you here, I got this wrench. This is a skinny wrench, or thin, really. There's a thicker one, which will be much better to take this out. If you guys could notice here, this was, I don't know if this was me or somebody else, but this is what happens because it's too thin. So you need this special wrench. That's what I'm trying to say. So what you do here, you open this. Being that I didn't show you the rest of the stuff, but at least you guys could see this here. But I'll explain. And you will open this bleeder thingy here, drain, where you should be, you know, us drivers, we should be doing this to get some of the water out, and it's counterclockwise. So I'm gonna let it drain so it's down here, so like that, it don't make a mess. Best thing will be is to grab the fuel so you can put it back. But I don't really have nothing clean other than that pan, and I'm not gonna worry about it. Because I probably, between this and that, I probably lose almost half a gallon. Which, you know, guys, it's all about the money, you know. Every penny counts. So I'm getting it in the pan right now. At least until it gets down here, so I don't make a mess. Close it up. I'm going the wrong way. I'll close it up. That should be it. Close everything. Make sure, I'll check it when I start it. Make sure everything is good. No leaks. I broke it loose already, so it should be pretty easy, see? It's not that hard. It might look easy, so for those that want to do this, it's doable. If you're mechanically inclined, you could do all of this and save some money. This is how I save money. Because when you lease a truck, as expensive as this is, you know, it's not easy. So every penny I could save, I will save. So that's that. I'm gonna dump it inside here, let it drain. So see, it's full there. Now I'll grab the new one. Oh, actually, let's see. Let's make sure it's the same, because they changed this too. This one is good. So that one is the same. It has this little nipple here. And that'll go over here. There we go. Snug it in there. Nice and snug. And on every cap, what you will do is change the gasket. You change the gasket. You see, this is for the water separator. I didn't show this because before I wasn't recording. Otherwise I would have showed the whole process. But this is for the smaller, not the smaller, medium filter, the fuel filter. This one is for the small one. And I should have another one here for the, I probably dropped on the floor. For the oil. I got these two, how you call it, 5-gallon buckets. That's where I put my oil, and I'll take it to Walmart so they could dispose of it. So let me continue here. So here's the new gasket. You want to make sure you always put new gaskets. So there's no trouble, and there's no leaks. You may want to lube it a little bit if you can. It's a little hot outside, guys. The sun is coming out. I stopped for a little bit and now it's getting hotter. I started early. We got that. Here we go. I got the camera guy helping. Make sure I don't forget anything. You tighten it. And then you use the handy dandy wrench. Just tighten it just enough. You don't have to, kill it. You got to be careful. So put the cap back. And I'm going to repeat the process again. Pumping it over here a little bit until I see a little bit, some bubbles over here. And I'll call it a day. But guys, for those that want to know, I have a ratchet here, regular ratchet. This is in the socket 1716, and that's for everything. Oil filter, the two fuel filters. That's all you need. I have the small ratchet. This is 1/2-inch ratchet. Crescent wrench for the thing over here, for the drain. I use these, but you don't want to crank it with this. When you go tighten it, you don't want to do that. You want to use a torque wrench. And this is, the torque is right here. 55, let me see, 55.5. Try to put the right torque spec on the screen, all right? And this is what you want to use. You don't want to over torque it. You're going to need an oil pan. So when you drain the oil or the fuel, and this is the actual size for the drain plug on the oil. Next time I'll do a video strictly the process of it. Today, because I noticed, those situations, I wanted to show you guys that so you guys can understand. And for those that are looking into trucking, this will be a few issues that you run when you take the trucks to the shop. I was fortunate enough that everything was good. I didn't really have no leaks, so that was a good thing. But again, they put the wrong stuff inside there. It worked, but it wasn't the proper one. So guys, I already pumped the fuel, enough fuel. I brought it up all the way up here. It took me a little while. I'm just gonna start it up, make sure there's no leaks. The last time. So we good. Let's check it over here. No leaks. No leaks in the oil. And no leaks over here. Let me shut up the truck for a second. I'm gonna show you something. And I forgot. I did mention it, but cameraman, shine over here. Inside here is a little valve. So you would turn it. That's what I was saying before. You would turn it and let the drain so like that you don't spill like I did over here. I empty it when it came down so you don't get that overspill, and at the same time you will be removing whatever water is inside there. Okay guys, so I'll cut it right here. Thanks for all of you guys that stood to the end and watched the videos. I really do appreciate it. Put those thumbs up, like, share, subscribe if you haven't. I really do appreciate it. And that's it guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned, be safe out there, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.